Alright, hello everyone. So today I'm going to be going over some new kind of information about ranked. So we are going to be getting some new rank changes, of course. We have previously went over the aura effect that will be added to Apex. This isn't technically a ranked reward, it's more like just like a ranked kind of thing that's just added permanently to the game no matter what. And it just displays what rank you currently are at. Not like a rank that you got a previous season as a reward. It's a completely separate thing, and I think it's honestly really cool. And I've been wanting an aura effect for a while. I've had it in previous concepts, and it's cool to see that it's actually in the game in some way. And so, of course, we have that. We also have a new change to the rank system where every single team lands at a different location on the map. Now, I believe you also get prior knowledge as to which location you are dropping in before you select characters and stuff like that. So if you do end up landing at the center of the map or on the edge of the map, you are able to select if you want to play more of like an edge composition or a hot drop composition for your legend loadout. So you're able to kind of think about that before you actually fully get into the game. But I am a little bit on the fence right now with how I feel about the dropship system, mainly because I haven't really played it much. I know you can try it in certain modes that we've had in the past, but I haven't really played it too much. And I'm a little bit worried about it because, in my opinion, I love the arsenals, and so if I go into a game, I'm looking for like the shotgun arsenal so I can get my double Mozams because that's my favorite gun in the game right now. And so if I go to a location that doesn't have the shotgun arsenal, I'm kind of fucked because I'm trying to look for two of the same weapon. So I don't know whether that's going to completely kill me off in using the Mozams or what. I don't really know, but this might be a little bit disruptive for me. I'm hoping that every single location has the exact same things, so like survey beacons, ring consoles, arsenals, having every single arsenal in every POI. I'm hoping that is the case, so that every single team has a fair advantage. It's just some teams are going to be on the edge and some teams are going to be in the centre. So hopefully it's going to be a fair environment. Hopefully. We'll have to see. But I don't think that's going to be too difficult. Obviously, they are trying to separate ranked from the normal playground, kind of like, I would say, pubs, yeah. They are definitely trying to separate the two from one another. And so I do think maintenance with arsenals and ring consoles and everything spawns in every single POI as like a unique thing to ranked. Makes sense. Just makes sense because that's the kind of direction they're going anyway. But then we have this to talk about. So what we see right here is a nice little comparison chart that a Korean Twitter user put on, and I seen it and I was like, ooh, this will be pretty good to kind of showcase the changes that are going ahead. So this is to do with the ranked points. So as you can see, 16th and above place, the points per kill is going from 10 down to 4. Same thing for 15th to 11th. The points per kill for them is going from 10 to 6. And then 10th place, 12 to 8. 9th place, 12 to 8. 8th place, 14 to 10, and then 14 to 10, 16 to 10, 16 to 12, 16 to 14, 18 to 16, 22 to 18, 26 to 20. So the points per kill is looking to be at least 4 points less. Sometimes in some areas, 6 points less than what it was in this season, as in like season 25. Which is a big reduction. If you get, say, 5 kills as a squad, maybe, let's just say 6 kills, because I think I normally do 6. So like 2 full squad wipes as a squad in a game, that's pretty good going. That's what you want to be getting, that is a combined total of 30 points you could be missing out on. Just right there, that's a whole gold entry cost game right there. That is just being completely taken off the kills that you would normally be getting rewarded for. And so it's very interesting. Now, I do think this might be combated because sometimes you do get into games with people who are higher ranks than you, and so you will be rewarded now a bonus when you kill people who are a higher rank than you. I believe they had this in the game before, but I think they might have took it out because of I think people who like make new accounts and like boost, it allows them to like get into the higher ranks even quicker. But they've added it back, so maybe we might see that again. I don't know. But apparently they've added it back, so this could combat this reduction in kills, points per kill, for the rank system. This could combat that a little bit potentially, but maybe not. But what is combating this point loss is the amount of points that you get for 6th, 3rd, and 2nd place. These have all been increased, just the base RP for getting to these positions. And so what the developers are basically saying here is they want you to focus more on getting the placement for ranked than getting kills. And that's the difference between the two modes, primarily, is that ranked is supposed to be more about survival. That's what you want to be doing. As a team, you want to be surviving as long as you can in the game. You want to win. That's the whole point of ranked. Is you need a win as a squad, you know? And I know that has been the case with previous seasons. You always want to be surviving as long as you can so you get them placement points. But now there's more focus on that and less focus on the kills. Because as with this season and a few previous seasons as well, I think people have just kind of went out, kind of got kills, and then they've just like, okay, yep, we're going to go to and push another fight, and then push another fight. And there's supposed to be more thought there of like, right, do I actually want to go push this fight and go, right, I'm going to throw my game here potentially, as I could be getting placement points right now for this fight, or shall I just say, right, I've got enough points now, I'm going to just go a circle. You know, so there's a little bit more thought there that needs to be happening. Now, the developers have actually made note of course, previous seasons where the RP for placement has been too high for some placements that kind of caused people to start ratting in ranked as full squads because the placement points were too high. And the points you got from actually getting kills were not worth enough over the placement points. So I do think this change is going to be good, but we do have to keep our eyes on, and the developers are keeping their eyes on this time, because anytime they do make a change to ranked, I feel like they've got a whole team looking at it and analysing everything about it, because what you don't want to be rewarding people who essentially cheated their way. Technically, legally though, in the game, because, you know, they had the system like that in previous systems for ranked, so people are rewarded for their hard work, but it kind of takes away from people who have actually tried in other seasons to get the same reward. And so that's why the developers have got probably a big team working on this alone to analyse it and make sure it is fit for purpose. Because, yeah, I understand that there needs to be more pressure on actually getting the high placements. You need to go for the number one spot. That's the whole purpose. And so I do think at the top end, making it so like each kill goes from 26 to 20 is a little bit much. I would have probably went for 25. So like at the very high end, if you've got the kills and you get the first place, you really should be getting a lot of points. Like if we look at this now, it's 125 plus, let's say, 6 kills. That'll be 150. So that'll be 275 points. Whereas before it'd be well into the 300s. And I feel like getting first place and a lot of kills is a really good game, and that should be boosting you a lot more than what it is going to be next season. As I feel like when it doesn't do that, people then tend to go ratting. So we'll have to see. But I do feel like the high end, I would say like 2nd and 1st place, maybe 3rd, should be kind of what it is like currently. Because when you get to them positions, you're at the end game. You've made it, you know. You've been the last few teams to actually survive. You should be rewarded for the kills that you have gotten thus far. At the start of the game, you know, like 15 through 4, the kills that you've gotten, yeah, you might have got like a squad wipe at the start of the game, maybe midway through the game, but you haven't got to the end of the game yet. So them kills are kind of like, okay, well done, I guess. But rewarding you like 14 points per kill at like 8th place is a little bit much, and I get where they're coming from here to reduce it. It makes a lot of sense. But I think at the very top, though, you should be rewarded how much it is currently. 18 points is not bad for third place. And I think 22, maybe reduce it to 20 or something like that. And then first place, I would have 25. I think it would make sense, to be honest, because getting first place and having them kills makes sense to be rewarded for it. That's how I would have personally done it. I would have done it a little bit different. I would have just the top positions be kind of just like slightly reduced, but not too much. But of course, if that's the direction they want to go for this, then that's the direction they want to go for it. But yeah, that's definitely the way they're going to be going, is placement over kills. You still need kills because you can't just be surviving on 125 points with no kills for placement, but the kills mean less now. So yeah, that's basically it for this video, guys. Hopefully you took something away from this, because I've kind of analysed what might happen this season. I think it's still going to be a good ranked season. I just feel like maybe people might be enticed into ratting because of the number one position being so low for the kill points. The kind of high end of how many points you can get per game is completely drastically reduced. So that might convince some people to rat more, just so that they can get the bare minimum amount of points and kind of just trundle along without putting as much effort in. Because if you do put the effort in, you don't get rewarded for it. So that's the kind of issue that we might see. But yeah, that's my prediction potentially. I think it might still be alright though, because it's not too much of a point change. But we'll have to see. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.